Hey guys, it's Bren and I'm back with a Bath & Body Works Holiday Winter Candle Haul. And I know it's been a while. It's not really for any one particular reason. I've just been really busy with work. October is always the busiest month for my job, so I work a lot of nights and weekends in October. And it's just kind of happened to coincide with Bath & Body Works having a moment where they weren't really putting out anything new, at least in my local stores. I got all the fall stuff, did everything I wanted to do with that, and then they were just rolling out a lot of repackaged stuff for a while there, like Evergreen and Marshmallow Fireside, and I don't need to review those, nor do I need to buy any more of those. As you can see, I have plenty of candles, but we finally have some actually new winter holiday stuff to talk about, so I have a pretty sizable haul for you. It's mostly candles, but I also have a bunch of these little hand creams, and I'll talk about those at the end of the video. But before I get started, I have to show you guys what's going on outside right now because it's crazy. Today is Halloween, so happy Halloween, everybody, but the weather is definitely more so putting me in a winter holiday candle mood. I live in Northern Illinois, and when I told people that my candles arrived frozen on Instagram, they were like, what's going on up there? Well, which is really weird because usually here there's a question of whether or not it's going to snow before Thanksgiving. Well, this year it's snowing on Halloween, so I don't know, it's good candle burning weather though. So let's get started. I feel a tiny bit rusty, and you'll notice that I have changed my background. I kind of moved to the other side of the table so that it's not just like a wall and a painting behind me, but you can actually see things. But I don't know how I feel about the lighting. I had to shut all the windows so that I wasn't getting a glare, but you can see my candle shelves, so I think that's pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. All right, on to the haul. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Cherry Mocha right there. And the notes on this one are cherry, chocolate, whipped topping. And I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this, but I'm actually doing it first because so far it's my favorite one. Now, I haven't burned all of these or anything, and of course I'll give you my post-burn impressions one way or another, whether it be in single reviews here, or maybe I'll group them together. I don't know, it depends on how much time I have with work. But I do really, really like this one, and I did burn it last night. So I couldn't wait. I got the candles yesterday. I knew I couldn't film until today, but I really wanted to burn a candle last night, so I lit this one up. And my only thing is, so far, it seems really light. This might be one where I want to get a couple so that I can make it a little stronger, but I love the scent. Now, I'm really iffy with their cherry scents. I generally don't like the cherry candy type scents that they put out. Hated cherry limesicle, cherry blossom sangria as well, not my thing. The cherry frost, which a lot of people really like, I can tolerate it, but I don't really like it. However, I am okay with black cherry merlot, and I absolutely loved sweet cherry pie. Now, if you guys remember when Sweet Cherry Pie came out, a lot of people complained that it was just the black cherry merlot fragrance with a crust note, but you were still getting that kind of perfumey, winey scent from black cherry merlot, which was kind of weird in a pie. But I don't get that here. I do not believe that this is black cherry merlot with mocha, but I think it might be the same kind of cherry. But they've taken out the weird perfumey and wine type of note that makes black cherry merlot what it is. And instead, the cherry that you get here smells like cherry pie filling. Just opening up a can of Sara Lee cherry pie filling. Totally. But then also, you get a little bit of kind of a mocha scent. It's sort of maybe a little bit reminiscent of hot cocoa cream in there, but not exactly, and maybe not as sweet as that. But it's nice. It just kind of brings it down to earth, the cherry that is. I really, really like this scent. I wish it was a lot stronger, but I've only burned it once, so I'm definitely going to burn it quite a bit more and then let you know my post-burn thoughts. So again, stay tuned. But so far, that is my favorite one. Okay, in the same collection, we'll just kind of do these by collection. This one's still warm because I lit it up for the first time this morning. And I'm kind of glad that I did because I just couldn't pinpoint it. It's kind of why I lit it up this morning. I was like, I don't know what to say about this on cold because every time I smell it, it kind of changes. I just need to burn it. And the notes on this one is, it says apples. No, I don't get any apples. Chestnuts. I don't know. What does a chestnut really even smell like? And whipped buttercream. I don't necessarily feel like those notes are what this candle is, but I don't know, it's praline, pecan, and cream. So naturally, I went and I grabbed praline pecan cobbler off the shelf, and they are similar. So praline pecan cobbler has come out in the past, and that is essentially pumpkin pecan waffles, but if you take out the maple syrup and the really sweet note. So praline pecan cobbler is kind of like a less sweet pumpkin pecan waffles, slightly less intense. And I feel like this is kind of another step away. It's like a little even kind of less sweet, and even less intense, and this one also was not that strong this morning when I was burning it. Stronger than cherry mocha though. I'm not going to judge it yet because I need to burn it more first, but as far as like strength and throw and everything, so don't take that to heart. But when it was cold, I felt like I was getting kind of like praline pecan cobbler, but also there was something like a little darker about it. And sometimes this almost came off as like peppery to me. And sometimes it came off as almost like a coffee note. And sometimes I was getting something that was a little sweet, and it made me actually go grab chestnuts and cherries. Do you guys remember chestnuts and cherries? It was in the... it's way up there. It was in all red, like ribbed glass, and it kind of had like an almondy cherry scent. And this sort of reminded me of that on cold, but I kind of knew that if I burned it, that would all go away, and I really think it did, because burning, it just kind of smelled like praline pecan cobbler / pumpkin pecan waffles without the sweetness. Definitely the same base note as pumpkin pecan waffles, and really not that much different. So I'm kind of bored with it because it's kind of just like, I feel like they just, were like, how can we take that pumpkin pecan waffle scent that everybody likes and kind of switch it up a little bit more this time? And you know what? I mean, if they came to me and they said, you know what, we're fooling you, it's actually just praline pecan cobbler repackaged, I'd be like, yeah, okay. It's really not that much different. On cold sniff, it smells different, but burning, it just smelled kind of like that to me. Vaguely bakery, vaguely sweet, but nothing special. I don't know. I'll burn it more. I'll let you know. All right, last one that I have in that collection. This one is citrus and spice. So I grabbed citrus and spice and also the spiced Clementine, kind of knowing that my mom would want to try them too. Like we talked, we sort of put this order together. And it was sort of like, okay, let's grab one of each, because the notes between those two candles make it sound like they're kind of the same. And my mom really likes like citrus, spicy scents. And I thought, let's try them both, and either I'll want them or she'll want them or we'll return them or whatever. Citrus and spice is the better of the two, I think. And the notes are orange, clove, musk. I will tell you, I don't get musk, and that's a good thing. I don't like musk. I especially hate when they put musk with fruit, which they love to do in the body care, and it ruins all the fruity body care for me. This one, though, I have not burned it. I haven't burned any of the rest of these. The only two I've burned are the first two I showed you. It really smells so realistic on cold, and it smells like making like a pomander. Like, did you ever, I'm thinking like Girl Scouts or maybe church or something, we would take an orange, like an actual orange, and we'd shove cloves in it, and that's what this reminds me of, because it's mostly orange, and it's really a fresh, authentic orange. And it just reminds me of having like my fingers all sticky when I was a kid trying to do this. But there's definitely a clove note as well. And I know that in the past, whenever they do like an orange with a spice or an orange with a pine or whatever it is, usually the citrus is not strong enough. And so this might be the answer to that, because it is very citrusy. But I definitely still get clove. Now, I'm someone who doesn't really like clove, so to me, I can pull that out of there, and I definitely notice it. But I might actually kind of like this, maybe just for the nostalgia. However, I am a little concerned about how it's going to burn. We'll have to just wait and see. I hope that it smells just like this when it's burning. But a lot of times with their orange scents, I find that they can smell really fresh and fruity when they're cold, and then as soon as you burn them, they really fall flat. An example of that is the Citrus Crystals candle from the Unicorn collection. That was like, it smelled so good on cold, and then you lit it up and it was like, it smelled like nothing. And I feel that happens a lot with the citrus candles. I kind of feel the same way about Pomelo Citron or Capri Citrus, even though a lot of people do like that one. But I'm going to burn this and see if it holds up, then I'll want one, and I think my mom will too, but I don't know. I'm sure one of us will end up keeping this one regardless. This one, might end up getting returned. I don't know. I haven't taken them over to my mom's to sniff yet. If the weather lets up, I might do that today. But the spiced Clementine, it's like the notes on here are also clove, cinnamon, and then Clementine, and also ginger. This one's still moving around from being frozen. It completely detached from the bottom. This is funky. It's all spice. Like, I mean, I sat here like, is there any kind of citrus in this? It's really hard to pick out. If I had to say so, I'd say there's maybe a little bit of like a clementine rind scent, but like the white part that you don't want is what I'm kind of getting from this. Maybe. But the spice is so overpowering. It kind of like, there's a little bit almost of kind of like a red hot cinnamon. Definitely there's clove. I feel like there's maybe a little bit of kind of like marjoram. It's just a really, really spicy candle. And so maybe that's your thing. It's not mine. I'll have to see if my mom wants it. Otherwise, this will probably be being exchanged. And also, it's got the crappy, like, iridescent wraparound, which is just terrible looking. I was really disappointed that Cinnamon Pine Cone had that wraparound crap last year because that's a great scent, and I gifted it to some people, but it just looks so cheap. Ugh, no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Okay, so now we have Cranberry Peach. Cranberry Peach smells awesome on cold sniff. Cold sniff, this would be my second favorite after Cherry Mocha. But I'm worried. I'm worried about how it's going to burn. Notes are just peaches, tart cranberry, sugared musk. It's not musky, though. It smells so delicious on cold sniff. It kind of reminds me of peach Bellini a little bit, but there's tartness from the cranberry. I feel like they took peach Bellini and they added some tartness to it, but it's not as tart as like Georgia peach. It has a little bit of a berry quality, kind of like that berry, ooh, what was it called last year? I like having the candles in the background because I can just point to it. I know you guys can't see, but it's right there. It was in a dark purple frosted glass, and it was berry something last year. That was one that I felt fell flat when you were burning it. It didn't perform as well. It didn't smell as good. Same thing, you know, another one that this made me think of, not because of the scent, but just because of what these scents tend to do. That pink pineapple, which was in the light pink frosted glass, smelled so fruity and delicious on cold, but then you burned it and it's kind of, it didn't hold up. And I'm worried about this one doing the same thing. I can't judge it yet because I haven't burned it, but sometimes there are scents that just smell so fresh and fruity, but that's all it is just fruit. They just don't seem to translate burning for me. And sometimes they tend to have that kerosene kind of smell too. I can't say anything about Cranberry Peach yet. It smells amazing on cold. I'm just being a pessimist, I guess, based on experience. I really hope that I come back and I'm like, this is awesome. This is amazing. It smells so good burning. But anytime there's a purely fruity scent with them, I haven't had good luck. So we'll just have to see, but I'm going to cross my fingers because that really smells super awesome on cold. All right, next up. Chocolate lava cake. Chocolate cake, gooey center, powdered sugar. I tell you what, as soon as I smelled this, I immediately went to the shelf and I grabbed hot fudge sundae because they smell the same to me. On cold anyway. Like exactly the same. Like I'm ready to call repackage. They're the same. But I haven't burned it yet, so I don't know. I posed the question on Instagram, you know, do you guys think these are the same? Am I the only one? And the responses are totally split. Like half of you are like, yep, they smell exactly the same to me. And half of you are like, no, this one's a little different and this one's a little different. You always get people that claim that they can smell differences sometimes. And I think some of that can just be attributed to, you know, one is burned, one is not. One is newer, one is older. But if you kind of look past that, I mean, gosh, I remember thinking that hot fudge sundae smelled like a box of Raisinets to me. There's something a little sweet about it that kind of reminds me of raisins, but, you know, just imagine opening a box of Raisinets and just smelling like that kind of chocolate. Like, that's exactly what this smells like to me, and that's basically exactly what this smells like to me, too. Sadly, I don't get any bakery which I really want to from this candle. And a couple people did say that when you burn it, the bakery comes out. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it will. I hope it does. But I'm still getting like a box of Raisinets from this candle, just like Hot Fudge Sundae. Potentially, it smells like the middle of the lava cake, you know, the gooey part. But I'm just not getting a cake note. I kind of wanted this to be like Yankee Candle's chocolate layer cake. If you have ever smelled that candle, that smells like an authentic chocolate cake. If you ever wanted to fool anyone into thinking that you were baking brownies, Yankee Candle chocolate layer cake, I mean, it's so dead on. This, not as much. Kind of just smells like the middle of the cake. That's all. I hope it does better burning. I wasn't a fan of Hot Fudge Sundae. I don't know, you know, pure chocolate candles, not so much my thing. I like hot cocoa and cream okay. You know, and I like it with stuff, chocolate mocha, or cherry mocha I like, you know. I kind of like the mint chocolate candles, which I'll talk about in a second. But I don't know. I'm a little disappointed because I just had high expectations for that one, and I think it's just Hot Fudge Sundae repackaged, or it's 90% the same. Okay, Pinkberry Gumdrop. A lot of buzz about this one because anytime they put anything that's like pink and they give it like a cutesy name and they're really going for the preteen crowd here, it gets buzz totally. And this one says it's sugared berries, cotton candy, and fairy dust because we all know what that smells like. And when I read the notes, I thought, oh, that's got to be unicorn sprinkles from the Unicorn Sprinkles collection. That's what everybody called it. You know, that online only collection. I've got it over there. And it does smell very similar. And Unicorn Sprinkles, a lot of people compared that one to gelato, but I felt Unicorn Sprinkles was sweeter than gelato, and gelato just has really tangy. I feel like this is kind of the same vein, but sweeter still. So it's almost like if you took this and you took gelato, Unicorn Sprinkles would be in the middle. Unicorn Sprinkles is a little sweeter than gelato. Pinkberry Gumdrop is a little sweeter than that. So you still get just a hint of tartness, but not very much, but much more sweetness. And it's not bubblegum. It kind of is reminiscent of cotton candy a little bit, and it sort of a little bit reminds me of kind of like the sweetness in saltwater taffy. But it's just candy confection. This is a sweet candy type candle. It smells a little bit like Smarties or almost like Pixie Sticks, I want to say, but not as sour as Pixie Sticks. But yeah, I mean, this is a sweet, definitely not like a holiday scent, I wouldn't say. But yeah, if you liked Unicorn Sprinkles, this is a lot like that. If you never tried Unicorn Sprinkles and you're curious, Unicorn Sprinkles is between this and gelato. It's like a little more tart than this. This is a very sweetened up version. I'll give it a burn and I'll come back with more thoughts. It's hard for me sometimes in the haul videos to not just talk forever and lay it all out there, and then I remember I'm going to do a post-burn review and I better save something to say for that. Okay. The next one I bought just because I was curious what it was a repackage of. Chocolate Peppermint Cream. The only new one in this collection, everything else is just a returning scent. It says Peppermint Candies, Creamy Chocolate, White Sugar. I posted a picture on Instagram of this next to all the other chocolate mint candles from over the years. You've got mint chocolate, you've got white mint latte, you've got peppermint brownie, you've got, some people say peppermint marshmallow is kind of a chocolatey in a way. It's not really in the notes, but it's reminiscent of it. And then you've got, I'm missing one. You got another one that I'm not thinking of right now. And then you've got mint chip shake. And I kind of just laid them all out. And I smelled this new one next to all of those, and I was trying to decide where it fell, and on cold sniff, it smells the most like mint chip shake to me. Mint chip shake is a little bit sweeter than mint chocolate. So the standard mint chocolate that always used to come out years ago, I've got a couple from a couple different years, and it's not that sweet. It smells like an Andes mint, you know, but it's kind of got a dark chocolate bitter feel. Well, mint chip shake is a little bit sweeter than that. And then, you know, I would say that chocolate peppermint cream is a little bit sweeter than that. And then peppermint brownie is nice because it's got it's a little sweeter still, but it has a little bit of a bakery brownie type note. And then white mint latte, instead of chocolate, it really smells like white chocolate to me. Like instead of dark chocolate, it's got this smoothness of white chocolate. And I actually think that one really very much so emulates like getting a peppermint white chocolate mocha at Starbucks. But I don't know. So I'm really on the fence about even if I need to keep this one because I have so many mint chocolate scents, but I do like to have like one of each of the different ones for this reason so that I can compare and contrast in future years. So I'll probably hang on to it for that reason. But it's like, how many different mint chocolates can they come up with? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what it smells like burning. I can tell you it's not exactly the same as any of those other ones. It's a little different, so I'll give it a burn, and then I'll come back and let you know. All right, there's only one other candle that I grabbed, and this one is not a new scent, but it was a packaging sell for me. I had to grab one of the new, like, gold-bottomed fancy candles for display purposes. This one is going to go right there on that pedestal. Right now, that's Campfire Pumpkin. I'm going to take that down because, you know, pumpkin season's pretty much over now, right? I'm not a Thanksgiving person, so I do, just like retail stores, go right from Halloween to Christmas, whatever. So, anyway, yeah, I just bought this because it's cute, and here's the funny thing, is that they jacked up the price on this collection $2, so this one was $26.50, and so with 10 off, you had to pay $16.50, and then, of course, I used a 20% off, but still, it was more expensive, and then the candle shows up, and I see that must have been a last-minute decision to up the price because they still have the $24.50 price tags on the bottom. So I wonder how they're going to work that out in the actual stores. They're going to have all the sales associates picking off the price tags and stuff. I don't know. Or putting a new one on top of it. So lame. But yeah, they are charging you for the packaging here. It does look nice, but I'm not going to buy a ton of them. There's a black cherry merlot with a purple top that I'm somewhat interested in because I have another place in my place that I could put that, but we'll see. Like, yeah, not... Usually that's what they do when they're going to raise prices on candles is they'll just raise it on one collection first, see how that goes, and then slowly everything will raise. So not a good sign. They'll probably wait until after the holidays, but January, we might see a price increase. I don't know. All right, let's talk little hand creams. So I ordered a lot of these without having smelled them, and that was kind of a mistake because now I'm going to have to return some. For example, I ordered 2 banana custards because that just sounded so good to me. Like, I like a good banana bakery type scent, and I thought that's going to be kind of a warm, you know, scent custard and all of that, and I put it on, and I was, like, so disappointed. It smells like nothing. Like, it doesn't smell like anything. Vaguely sweet, clean, almost coconutty. Like, it just smells like lotion. Like, it doesn't have any banana. It doesn't have any custard. It smells like plain, regular, almost a little bit floral, a little bit sweet, just like really boring. Like, I'm returning those. I'm so mad. And then I got a coconut macaron. And I was really disappointed in this too because it's exactly the same as every other little coconut cream that I have from Bath & Body Works, including like the summer one that just says coconut and has a palm tree on it. And I'm thinking coconut macaroon, actually, this one is. I'm thinking this is going to be like a bakery coconut, right? And I imagined that it would smell kind of cookie-ish, cake-ish, you know, something. But no, it's just straight coconut, and it smells more like a beachy coconut. It smells like friggin' Honolulu sun. Like, what? Returning that. My mom got a couple Jingle Bell berries, and this one's okay. It just kind of smells like berry to me. It's sort of boring, but I think she'll like it. I don't know. That one's all right, but just it's nothing special either. She also got a Winterberry Wonder. And then I got a Mary Cookie, which I do love this one, but this smells a little weaker than last year's version in the same form, in the little hand cream. I've had a couple from the past, and I put this one on when it came, and I was like, this does not smell as strong as I remember it smelling. I'll keep it, but that's it. I don't know. Let me know if you feel the same way, if anybody else is a Mary Cookie hand cream person, and you feel like this year's is weaker, or is it just me? I don't know. I am going to end this on a positive note, though, because there's one that I love. I actually bought this in the store, not online. And I freaking love it. And if you go on Bath & Body Works websites, the reviews are terrible. There's like 3 really bad reviews of people saying they hate it, but I love it. And it's the Almond Milk hand cream. I will tell you, it doesn't smell like almond milk. I drink a lot of almond milk. This does not smell like that. Almond milk doesn't have too much of a smell unless you buy like the vanilla one or something. This smells like almond cookies. And it smells like very buttery shortbread almond cookies, like with almond extract. And I think it's so good. It kind of reminds me of like going to the mall food court. Like it's just got this warm bakey type of scent, bakery type of scent. It's so good. I'm getting a message on my computer right now that my space is almost full. But we're still rolling, so that's okay. I better end this soon, though. I keep running into that problem. I gotta get a new laptop. But I love this almond milk cream, but it doesn't smell like almond milk. It smells very warm, buttery, bakery, almond cookies. I'm gonna get more. I'll probably exchange those for more of this one. So don't be afraid of those online reviews. It's actually really good if you like almond. It is, somebody said it smelled like buttered popcorn. I don't think it smells like buttered popcorn, but it is really buttery. But it's very, very strong. I put it on and I'm smelling it for a while, but I love it. So for me, that's a good thing. So I'm into that hand cream. All right, guys, I will be back because I need to give you my post-burn thoughts on all of these. So I'm going to get to burning, and stay tuned, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram for more like little thoughts along the way and to make sure that I'm still around, because some people were writing me being like, are you gone? Are you gone from YouTube forever? No. Just was busy. It's all right. I'm back. But yeah, you can follow me there at Candles and Music. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.